There's something about Christmas tradition that's inherently a bit twisted. The very idea of a costumed man sneaking into your home to reward the good and punish the naughty is already pretty messed up, and that's before you dive too deep into the truly creepy holiday mythologies from around them, or just look at the nutso reaction to Silent Night, Deadly Night. However, over the past few decades, the Christmas horror movie has become a staple we look forward to every year. These days, there's no shortage of holiday horror to choose from, so we've put together a list, so it makes perfect sense that horror fans love to get their seasonal thrills along with the wintry chills. However, while the dark roots of Christmas go way back, the Christmas horror film was once an untapped subgenre, considered a shameful and indeed sinful rebuke of all that Christmas stands for, of the essential Christmas horror viewing list, guaranteed to get you in the spirit. Black Christmas 1974. Inspired by The Babysitter and Man Inside the House urban legend, and of extreme influence to John Carpenter's 1978 subgenre-defining Halloween, Bob Clark's 70s classic takes place in a sorority house over the Christmas break. A group of young women, including Margot Kidder and Olivia Hussey, are terrorized by an unknown caller who keeps harassing them with foul hysterics and lurid threats. It's considered one of the earliest examples of a slasher film, and went on to inspire to lesser remakes in 2006 and 2019. The Thing 1982. While it doesn't technically take place during Christmas, this John Carpenter masterpiece is set in the dead of winter, on a remote research outpost in the South Pole, so we're gonna count it.
I know I'm human.
The Thing is one of those rare sci-fi horrors that stands the test of time due to its suspenseful pacing and its groundbreaking practical effects by Rob Bottin, leaving you both frozen and scared stiff. Silent Night, Deadly Night 19...
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring.
Christmas Eve is the
not even a
scariest
mouse.
damn night of the
stockings were
year.
hung by the
According
chimney
to
with
young
care,
Billy's Jonathan
in hopes
Best's
that Saint
supposedly
Nicholas
senile
soon
grandfather, Will Hare,
would be
who
there.
warns the 5-year-old between ominous animatronics and irresistibly exaggerated 80s acting. Silent Night. Deadly Night's Yuletide kills do not disappoint, featuring a hanging by holiday lights, decapitation by Jack Frost 1997. Your nose won't be the only thing he's nipping at. No, this isn't the family-friendly Michael Keaton movie of the same name. Though some unsuspecting 90s kids may have been traumatized after renting the wrong video, complete with frozen performances and witty one-liners. It's the exact kind of ridiculousness you'd expect from a low-budget 90s holiday horror film. It's flawed and thawed, but an abominable film that's worth defrosting. Inside 2007. New wave French horror films are not for the faint of heart. Movies like High Tension 2003 and Martyrs 2008 would have even Eli Roth wetting his knickers. And Inside is no exception. With more twists than a candy cane, Inside is a gut-wrenching nightmare if you have the stomach for it. Rare Exports, A Christmas Tale 2010. This Finnish horror action comedy is a unique breed. Walking the line between various genres, the artful and twisted tale explores the mythos of Santa Claus. When an archaeological dig deep in a frozen mountain unearths what they believe to be the original Santa, it's a dark fantasy that has slayed reindeer, missing children, and a grimly funny take on the legend you thought you knew. Krampus 2015. Everyone knows the rules of when Santa Claus is coming to town. But this film explores the lure of the lesser-known anti-Santa, the Krampus. During a terrible winter storm, a family led by Adam Scott and Toni Collette is stalked by the Beast and his evil elves. They may struggle to break the curse, but the true torture remains being stuck with your in-laws. Anna and the Apocalypse 2017. A feel-good Scottish Christmas zombie musical, it shouldn't work. But it does, and boy, does it have some bite. Splicing Shaun of the Dead 2004 with High School Musical 2006. A group of teens led by Ella Hunts and a fight for survival when they get separated from their loved ones during a zombie outbreak. Featuring some pretty poignant moments and infectious melodies. You'll find that it's a Christmas movie you can really sink your teeth into. Silent Night 2020. In Silent Night, Keira Knightley and Matthew Good are throwing a killer Christmas party, quite literally, in the wake of a global catastrophe where a poisonous cloud is killing everything. The merriment is interrupted when debate arises over whether or not to take government-provided exit pills for a painless death just before the gas arrives. Selfishness, suicide, and Gremlins 1984. When getting into the holiday spirit, nothing says Christmas more than cute and cuddly mogwai, right? Don't let the PG rating on the poster fool you. This classic creature feature led to the creation of the PG-13 distinction. Upon its release in June 1984, this Steven Spielberg-produced creature feature about mischievous gremlins that wreak havoc on a town on Christmas Eve was criticized for exposing children to violence. A refrain Spielberg was familiar with after the debut of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom 1980 for a month earlier. In response, the industry titan suggested the Motion Picture Association of America MPAA add a new level to its rating system, and you don't ignore Spielberg. Whatever its rating, Gremlins features impressive practical effects and some delightful dark comedy, making for a well-rounded classic that defied genres and defined a generation.